Thanks for stopping by. When I tell people I work with the idea of myth and how it speaks to midlife, they'll say, "Give me an example." Here's an example. It comes from a parable by the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, and he tells a story of an animal that continually changes forms. And he says the animal represents the human spirit. The animal starts as a camel, and from the time it's born, its job is to carry whatever anybody puts on its back. In a similar way as humans, we are born and we grow up, and our parents, our teachers, our religious leaders, everybody is loading us down with their thoughts, their ideas, their principles, their expectations. Some good, some bad. But like the camel in the story, at some point, we may want to start to question some of that. In the story, the camel says, "I'm tired of being a camel. I'm tired of being a beast of burden, carrying what everybody else has put on me." And in that moment, Nietzsche says, it becomes a lion. And it can't move into the fullness of its lionhood until it marches individually, all by itself, into the great desert. And there it's going to meet this huge dragon, and it must defeat the dragon. The name of the dragon, Thou Shalt. The dragon's name is written all over it. On every scale, the phrase is written, Thou Shalt. And that's what the lion must defeat. Just like all of us at some point have to say, "I've been hearing from everybody else, thou shalt do this, thou shalt not. Now I've got to decide for myself." And so, as Nietzsche puts it, the way the lion defeats the dragon is with the holy nay, the holy no. It says, "No, I'm not willing to let you tell me over and over again what I should do. I need to decide for myself." And in that moment, the lion changes form one final time. And it becomes, this always confuses me. I have a sense of what Nietzsche's doing. The lion becomes a child. And here's the best I can do at interpreting that. The child is not an impetuous toddler or something like that, but it is a child in the way that a child knows what it wants and wants to claim what it wants. And it doesn't give a lot of thought to what other people want it to do or what it thinks it should do or something like that. It knows what its desire is, and it tries to follow that. What's different, though, this child has already been a camel, has already been a lion. So there's a wisdom there within childhood in this way. And so Nietzsche says that just like you have to offer the holy nay to the thou shalt dragon, you have to then figure out what's even harder, and that is the holy yea, or the holy yes. What do you say yes to? What do you care about? What are you drawn to? What would you like to give your attention to? So as we reach this stage in life, lots of times those are the questions that this story leads us to ask. To what extent am I still something of a camel? To what extent have I left my camelhood behind? Is there something I need to say no to? What do I need to offer the holy nay to? And what's my yay? What's the holy yay? What am I choosing? Which direction do I want to go at this point? So we can do a lot from there, but that gives you an idea. That's what I'm talking about when I'm saying that stories can speak to this moment in our lives. And so in the videos you'll see here on this channel, you'll see lots of times when the stories are helping us ask those questions and move in directions so we can better understand and think about what we want to say no to, what we want to say yes to. Check them out, see what you think. If you like anything, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button there at the bottom, would you please? Thanks. See y'all.